Haha. Oh, no, 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 no. I am not playing your game today. No, I'm not. In fact, what are you gonna do if I don't, huh?
Your life is nothing.
Oh,
You
yeah,
serve
okay, okay,
zero
okay. How you gonna tell me to play your game, but then give me this? Hey everybody, it's your boy Chris here. Welcome back to another video, and today we are back with some more Doki Doki Literature Club. That's right. I sold my soul for a cupcake in the first episode, and we got that cupcake, and I'm never getting my soul back. Well, you know the gist. Last episode, we got our second day done. Why am I talking about this like it's Five Nights at Freddy's? Well, we left off here, so let us begin back, shall we? Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entertaining the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, AJ. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Well, I didn't want to be here, so it's your fault you're not used to it. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in the mood, but I guess there's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Nah, thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. But yes, she gets like a crap ton of money. Only 2 small coins fall out. Okay, no. Was she gonna use our money to buy herself a snack? That's why she needed us over there. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Hey? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell AJ to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, sorry. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. Yeah, you did. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. It's something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That, still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there? You scare me even more now. You see, Sayori is like the only one that I like. Yuri is scary, and I just hate Natsuki. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come here if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Did I just slap her? What was that? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was a cookie. Sure enough, the giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my resolution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki glances around. Monika's in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Yeah, I need to fucking tell her that it's not okay to tell people to kill themselves. Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Has it been unusual? I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she is? She has a I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica that chose the club room over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Don't get any funny ideas. Never mind that. Well, what held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you played music. Nah, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's a prop. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Why does she keep looking at me, bro? Yay, that sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, AJ. Monica smiles sweetly. She's confiscating for something, bro. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ha, don't worry. I'm practicing a whole lot recently. I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escape. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Back to your book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. AJ! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies. What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff, so I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Oh, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with AJ to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, AJ? Why am I agreeing to this? It's not even me, it's my freaking character. Stop agreeing to stuff that you don't want to do. You know you don't want to do it. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival today? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? I don't really worry for Monica. I don't even worry for you. I worry for the whole sake of the people experiencing this literature event. Yup. We're gonna do a performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Hey Jay, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckon to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots. Must it be so hard to explain picking a flower from a grass field? Caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends I have summoned this joy. For now, when I look in every direction, the one prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. You done got me messed up. I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. Bro! Being mean to women, part 3, guys. Let's go. Hey, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. Eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to pull myself up in my room more and more. So, going adventuring with Sayori brings out about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. Crayola? Yeah, they make pretty good crayons. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, not looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for my poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Please tell me I slapped her. Game? Game? What? Okay, we're good. That was weird. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting up on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Dude. Can my computer not handle this game? It's just a bunch of 2D images. Why? A game is having trouble loading an image? This computer sucks. So he slowly releases her hand from her forehead and gently brushes her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. The bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should definitely find you some ice. You shouldn't. She deserved. I'll be right back, okay? Pats her in the shoulder, run out into the hallway. I look at the nearest vending and jump scare. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it would be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I necessarily like apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong places before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? You know how we used to play outside all the time, and I tried to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. But I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself, and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Eh, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I always have so focused on my games that I didn't pay much attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. It just comes to you. It just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. I'm so glad that nothing changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that, so it wouldn't be fair to for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? They totally skipped that line. I can't imagine ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. Guess we should go back. I keep skipping text. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Club room? Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing. Good timing. I was just ready to start. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing. My God! Eh? Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about that. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyways. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it, right? Hey? Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Found the poster paper, too. Aha! I'll start working on the poster tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, we go in order. Once again, Sayori first. AJ. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They are all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That is my literal reaction, like, what the Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it, and no more than a week later, she's one of them folks. I wonder if it's like this one of those times, but after seeing the passion in her eyes, it makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. This one kind of reminds me of Sarah's poem from yesterday. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, well, guess you've been friends with her for so long, so you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sarah has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Dude, do you mind? Like, could you be a little more nice? That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would have just fly away, like letting... But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could see we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. But yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wrinkly, hairy, wiggly spiders, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has such a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. One time I hurt my leg really bad, and Amy helped me up, took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably ghosts. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. I'm having a hard time. Is Yuri insane and Natsuki? Because I think Natsuki is just annoying, and Yuri is crazy. Not bad, right? It's got a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, that message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. There was a message in that poem? I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. Oh, I don't say random voice lines in Call of Duty. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. You're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm not sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good poem for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Well done, AJ. Your skills are already improving. I'm trying to like Yuri a bit more. Like, I might have gone like a little... She may have been like a little off-putting on the crazy side at first, but she's getting like nicer and nicer as we go. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like tuning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise, you see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. The raccoon happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for the guilty snack. My attention was caught on the setting of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tenacities as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge, the moon. I can't read that. The moon implements its place, its phase, and reflects that much more lighting off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glitters in my eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. On perhaps I merely projecting my emotions onto the well-satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy every time. I banish my cutting knife. The raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. Something conditioning. So I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. It was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using this poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Hi again, AJ. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like, everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably, but you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. You know, I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, well, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, if you want to read my poem now, save me. The colors won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless, whatever that is, of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sighing, cussing, tension. I was literally doing homework for that this morning on these three. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Wait. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess so, it's just the way that I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing that I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of feelings, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Excuse me? You never know when you might change your mind, or whenever something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Come on, you... That's kind of creepy. I don't know. I'm getting like weird vibes here, and I don't like it. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something like for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. We're gonna be performing. Monica, yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorry putting it all in posters in anyone case wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, who's been coloring a poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting the posters up, did you? Yeah, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible. I keep skipping! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feeling that you brought here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask, and I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I should go over with it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's acceptant face. I guess I don't really have a choice. Yep, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club seriously is going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, keep skipping. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice. Rude. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you have to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook into the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly? Wait, what did that say? Yeah, The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clearly confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply a natural? Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. That was unexpected. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called The Aftermarriage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri passes the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident one. The poem is full of twists and turns. The structure that she initiates herself with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. So it's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sarah begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't silently cheery, it's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. But this is what Sayori meant. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that I thought I knew through and through. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before AJ. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let AJ lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Feelings with this girl, like I hate her, but she's also not that bad, but I also hate her. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm not really good as everyone else, but don't worry about it so much. I think it says about your abilities, more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you and Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everybody applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do it again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, I'm doing it in front of other people, it will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I thought it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming. It might be hard, but I hope all of you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem to get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so you know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me feel really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. I've been working out really nicely so far, so we'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright, I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to go through it. It is for the club's sake. I'm impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little more quieter than usual on the way home. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words, so let's just say that one day Yuri asks you to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Interesting. Do I want to save this? Oh, I'll save it just in case. Alright, that's strange though, because remember Monica's writing tip of the day was kind of weird. It was like, make sure to save, you might be presented with a difficult choice. So, yeah, definitely, I'd say to answer this, I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. And I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I would just ruin that for you. You're so silly, AJ. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it even if she wanted it. So, Sarah, I've already made up my mind. I can't really figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright. A writing poem. You know what? I am not ending the episode here like I've done for the last two parts. We're on a good trail here. I like the way the story is going. Let's see here. Dream. Dark. Okay. Heartbeat. Okay, so I've noticed that she has like, I don't know what kind of topics she's really like so far of like what I've seen. We have Natsuki who likes all like these sweet topics, and we have her who likes like in between good and bad topics, like broken. Yeah, she's definitely gonna jump for that. Pain. Also, I've noticed she was it says she was a little more quiet today, and she was spacing out. She definitely has something on her mind, and she's talking about weird things. Like this poem section isn't just for me to like start writing, like picking stuff for the poems. This is also low key. I'm also here to like dissect also what's been happening. Pick graveyard. It was Yuri style. Smile. It was yep. Friends, definitely her. Giggle. Excitement. Silly. Happiness. Anger. Yeah, I don't know. I expected Yuri to jump for that one, but yeah, I should have cooked. That's okay. So, I have a theory. Would marriage go to Yuri? It would go to her. She is such a mixed character. Like, I barely understand it. Contamination, tragedy. I'm starting to get more and more concerned for Yuri as the story goes on. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of us. What? You remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you were willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school that we're going to... God damn it. But it's a whole day of school that we're going to get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say it like I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica.
Huh?
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as yours or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me, where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. With my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. What? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright, if you say so. I weirdly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers. Hey Jay, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? I mean, maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. No, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, AJ. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important for me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care for the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Hey, are you sure about that? Seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? Well, probably didn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happy ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that? She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than it's always been. You're so funny, AJ. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I've said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so if you should just forget about what I said, I'll try to talk to her, so don't think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said something to forget about. I know she said to forget about it. But I already know that I won't be able to forget her words out of my head. Monica stands up to her desk and walks us from where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice quiet so no one can hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder if she was talking about what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, sorry. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, AJ. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your faces. Well, alright. Hey, AJ. I'm just a little surprised. I think that you would try and writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the only one who likes... I guess you're the one who likes this the one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with anyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we both have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes I feel like you're the only exciting thing in my life, so sometimes it's just easier to write when you're thinking about you. Sayori? No. AJ, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what would cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She snivels and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, AJ. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smile from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Something is indefinitely up with her. I had my suspicions from like the start, and most of them seem like they're becoming a reality. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionless invested in my poem? Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyways? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even though I have to put up with you guys. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. There's more and more evidence that she's just... Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. I almost read that very incorrectly. It is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail and set you free in my windy sail. I remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about. Yada yada yada. In a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything about it. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Sharks! Drowning! So you decide to write about the beach first, then come up with a message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic, and I was both write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyways. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there is nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright, Yuri. Well done, AJ. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everybody and their writing. I guess I do some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, AJ? Well, you know how I like to say, writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. It's comforting, kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? You read things for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinions is fearsome. Yuri, it's not as bad as you making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. You see, I'm sure that I always overthink and come to sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying now? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright, do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Beach. What? My voice is kind of tired, so I'll just like scroll down for you to read this. I'm gonna read it in my head. Okay, now let me go read it. I'll be right back. Alright, that definitely was like a sweeter poem, I have to say. That poem really put an emphasis on the beach a lot more than Natsuki's did. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about that. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. Wait, I think I read that wrong. She just wanted us to write about the same... Oh! Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She wanted us to write... Okay. Again. Okay, so they wrote about the same topic a second. Okay, so they're planning to do this. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She'd probably just want to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her concept request, but... Well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright, Monica time. Something always goes interesting with her around. Hi, AJ. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, we'll have to give this more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. I would also it also would make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and stories have been getting more and more similar to each other each day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her as this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot more time together again. I see. That reminds me. How Sori's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, AJ, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sori has been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened to her all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you right now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in this twilight sky. And one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, I a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. Look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amounting to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. All we seek, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Oh my god, that hit! You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or something, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see, never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, we wouldn't get to start to lose its meaning. You know, there's one thing I notice. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think that you know better than anyone else. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your poem because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response from something you put so much work into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your poem writing isn't good or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that we can work on. It's much more encouraging in the way it will make you to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange now? What? Did something sound a bit unusual? That's right. You've deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is this mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Tangential error is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. The only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sorry. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is throwing off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyways? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. I thought she actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All the times to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did he say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everybody will be doing this weekend. She's avoiding the question. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. And so we'll be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry and pamphlets, so I will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, I can't even tell. Oh, I guess I never give Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I want to grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, don't you? So you should make banners and decoration to help set the atmosphere. About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focused and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, you see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Wenji. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would be go a long way. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. So Monica's suggesting I spent the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. AJ may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, if you more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for you to. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Just what do you think, guys? Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to AJ to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, AJ, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight up towards me. I mean, if it's going to be anyone that I prefer helping Sayori, I mean, we're already neighbors, and but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Difficult. I say we help out Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell that you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be able to help Yuri then, AJ? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said it would be fine. Okay, everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour, so this is everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, maybe not, right? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Jay? Yeah, I guess you could say I'm interested and see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why AJ picked me. Also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They'll go really well with my tea. Nothing I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. Kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting mature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. Sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one who wants surprise. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she's already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be as far as out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I couldn't help she had to try to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone doing their best. But with that, there's nothing for me to do. Nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their bag. I look to follow Monica and Natsuki at the door and say, Chap, I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Ah, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. I should give you my phone number. I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. Just that would be able. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press you for a reason. It's not like it should matter which either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, AJ. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only choose me because you feel bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You've forgotten the reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But Yuri thinks to herself an extremely tense expression. You're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her trying to subvert, Yuri finally says that it relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would prefer to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of the school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like that we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 4 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, real quick, before we part off, and you do whatever the heck you were gonna do after this, I have to say, this game is now going interesting ways. The reason I didn't stop playing at the second poem part is because, well, A, I had more time, and B, the story started getting interesting around that time. I couldn't just leave it there. I was kind of eager to know what happened afterwards. But yeah, so far things are getting pretty interesting. I can't help but notice that my little thought on Sayori was right. She's definitely going through something. It's not good. Like I said before, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe. I know I already said that, but I'm saying it again. And I'll see you guys on part 4 of Doki Doki Literature Club.